now like that, like that. Now you're down there like that, and now look. You see? There.
What?
Now, you see, that's too low an angle. He would have had to have fired the gun with his outstretched toe. Go on, you outstretch your toe. Just stretch your toe out. You see? Well, in any case, if you fire a bullet, point-blank range, it'll go through the body. Not always, but in all probability. Didn't go through, then the gun must have been further back. There.
I said.
It's likely he was shot.
Isn't the Provence pugilist? Should I be scared?
Thought you didn't go in for village gossip.
I don't. That's why one employs servants. They get it for you.
You also hear that your friendly local gendarme put me up for the night.
So now you're up here contemplating your future.
No, I was thinking, how come you lied if you've got nothing to hide?
What makes you think I have any duty to tell you the truth? I just thought my life was none of your business.
I wasn't asking about your life, I was asking about Vincent's death.
You thought that his death and my life were linked?
Yes. No, but I don't think that...
Truth is, I'm not important. I wasn't some lovelorn teenager.
I know.
Did you know he was a genius?
No. Can't say that I did.
I did.
Finish yet.
All right, I'll see you later.
Thank you.
He's still working. And so did my father. All his life, he has tried so hard to be an artist. And then this rough, awkward man, without only been painting a few years, comes barging in and rushes off in a couple of hours what poor father couldn't dream of painting in 2 lifetimes. I'd put himself away and copy them for hours. He told me I was distracting Vincent from important work. Asked if I really wanted to be responsible for preventing masterpieces from being born. Of course I didn't. So I started to not be in or not Vincent called. Soon after that, they had an argument. Triple row. It wasn't about me, but it soured things. The next time my father saw him, he had a bullet in his belly. He's satisfied now. You can blame me. You can blame my father.
You are not to blame. No part in it. But by some boys. Boy named René Secretin.
I'm serious.
See that? An idiot, for sure, but he's not a murderer.
An idiot who drank, who had a gun, who walked around all summer with it, waving it in people's faces, who bullied Vincent, who was seen with Vincent on the day of his death, and his stuff disappears. Now, he didn't disappear it himself, so it must have been someone else. It must have been.
So Vincent resorts to hanging around with drunken teenagers and he gets shot. He shoots himself in despair at his lonely life. The result is the same. Either way, instead, he could have been our place painting if I'd behaved differently. If him and my father hadn't argued.
But don't you care that some bastard may have gotten away with murder?
You want to know so much about his death. But what do you know of his life?
That he tried hard. He was good for something.
He did. Why I take flowers to his grave. That's all I can do for him now. Would appreciate the delicate beauty of their bloom. Even Each blade of their grassy stem, no detail of life was too small or too humble for him. He appreciated and loved it all.
Out of jail, do they?
On account of my winning personality.
It's like you're trying to out-disgrace your friend Vincent.
I'm working on it.
Must be the young man who's been waiting to see me.
Armand Roulin.
Son of the great Joseph Roulin, giant of the South with Dostoevsky's soul.
What?
That's what Vincent called your father. He told me all about him.
He did?
Yes. And your mother? The berceuse, whose lullaby could soothe even the souls of Icelandic fishermen. Come now, Armand of the Roulin clan. Take a seat. Be welcome. Drinks. What will you have? Wine?
No, thank you. I had my fill last night.
Ah, tea then. I have just the recipe. Louise, you know the one. Chop, chop. Oh, young man, I hear you've been making something of a name for yourself these past 2 days.
Believe me, that wasn't my intention. I just wanted to deliver a letter.
From a dead man to a dead man, I understand.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that when I set out. Guy I met in Paris thought you might have the address for Theo's widow. Seems right the family should have the letter. But that's what my father reckons.
Your father sounds like a responsible man. I sympathize. I have to look after the health of great artists. It is a burden. They are not peaceful souls. I understand them, because I am an artist too. That is why they trust me.
And Vincent trusted you too.
Yes, he did. Does it matter now?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Tell you what, exactly?
Vincent wrote to my father 6 weeks before he died, and he said he felt absolutely calm and in a normal state.
Oh.
So I came here hoping you could explain how he went from absolutely calm and in a normal state to suicidal. I reckon I know the answer to that.
Oh, do you now? You're familiar with melancholia, are you?
Wouldn't say so.
Sufferers can change from feeling life is a wondrous joy to being stuck in a pit of despair within 6 hours. So, think what changes are possible within 6 weeks.
No, but I don't reckon that's it. Revue girl said he was happy here.
Oh, she is obviously qualified to make such a diagnosis.
No, but she saw him every day, said he was calm and seemed normal.
Maybe he did seem that way. Maybe he was that way in the beginning.
There he is. He's arrived.
Leaving the asylum had given him fresh hope. He didn't want for much. Just to work from day to day.
It's good to meet you.
Find a little friendship.
Nice to meet you
So
too.
much about you. All will be well.
And did he find the little friendship?
He had it from me.
His friend Tanguy said his star was finally rising.
Oh, and it was. With each new canvas, he painted a shining star. But all of those stars were surrounded by unfathomable, empty loneliness.
You said he had your friendship and his brother's love. I mean, it seems like everything was all right.
And underneath, he was deeply afraid of the future.
To the baby, yes?
Of his own and Theo's, the little one.